What up, everybody? Welcome to Living Like a G. With your girl, Geena. I'm excited because I have my wonderful cousin. If you've seen any of my vlogs or even food videos, you will see Elena. She is the first person to ever say in any of my Rate My songs that one of my songs she hated. Straight up hated. So, anyways, she is brutally honest, but also low-key shy. But I wanted to bring her on because I always think it's fun to bring family on because they truly know me the best. I mean, friends, you know, they know you, but they don't know you. Like, they haven't seen you in the trenches. So, I wanted to bring Elena on, and yeah. This is gonna be fun. Okay, so Elena, start with your first memory of us.
Our first memory
That you can think of. Or just like a random memory, like the first one that comes to your brain.
Our Starbucks friends.
Oh, okay. I am the good cousin that takes everybody on a Starbucks run.
Yeah. That's probably, the first ones that come to my mind.
I remember my very first memory was when you were a baby and you straight up had a full head of hair. I mean, straight up, full head of hair. Like you were born with a mane.
That's crazy.
And then because you were like, when you were born, you were like really fair skinned, like super, super fair skinned. And so then everybody was comparing you as a baby to me as a baby because I was born with a full head. Caleb said one of his first memories of me was that I was born with like a full head of hair. Like I was just born like with a comb over. Like, you know, and I kept joking with him saying I looked like, I said Joe Pesci, but even like Elvis, I like straight up came out looking like Elvis.
That's funny.
And like right now I'm like super white, but you're like still tan.
Yep.
Got that tan glow about you. Yeah, so it's funny. So the way that our family works is our family is really close, but my mom is like one of 5 siblings. And her mom and my mom are twins. And in terms of cousins, there's probably in the first generation of cousins, there's over 20 of us. Mm-hmm. I think we're at over 20. But there's like an older group of us, and then there's like 5 that are the younger group. And she is part of the younger group. From like her age group. I think what's the gap between you and me? How old are you right now?
17.
Okay, so the gap between us is a decade. And I'm the youngest out of the older group. Okay, so there's kind of like this weird gap where like the older cousins like don't really know them as well, but I was like in this in between, and so I spent a lot of time with them, which is probably why to this day that so many young influencers like me, because I feel like it's just because I hung out with them, and I guess I had to have like a young spirit, or so. I don't know why the young people like me. They just like me. A lot of times they don't think I'm as old as I am, and then I have to be like, well,
for real,
I'm an adult, so you can't just call me whenever you want. I have this one friend that would constantly like call me in the middle of a workday, and I'm like, okay, you're done with school, but like I'm still working. Like I still have things to do today. So anyways, yeah, it's been really fun hanging out with them and her and all her siblings, and like I constantly try to take them to Starbucks because all you have to do to be popular with them kids is
Starbucks.
Buy them the TikTok drink that's on TikTok. And you're like, oh, what's the new drink on TikTok? Okay, great, I'll buy it. Also, my new drink for TikTok is called the what do I call it? Oh, I call it the Green Dragon.
Green Dragon.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I call it the drink. I call it the Green Dragon. Okay, and what the drink is everybody knows the Mango Dragon Fruit Refresher, right? Amazing. Top-notch drink.
Yeah.
But it has a crap ton of sugar in it. So I take half Mango Dragon Fruit Refresher and half green tea. It's amazing. Try it. It's really, really good. Okay, so let's talk about memories of our family, because I always think that these are funny.
They are.
They're so funny. Our family is, if you ever met our family, our family is very weirdly diverse.
Yeah.
It's literally like half of us are white and half of us are Hispanic. Although we've been holding on to the Cherokee dream.
Oh, Grammy.
All of us. We made Grammy. So our grandma raised us basically saying we're Cherokee Indian. Like, if you walked into my grandma's house right now, and I'm sure you guys have seen from some of my videos, Grammy's house is decked out in Native American decor.
Yep.
I mean, we're talking about like bow and arrows, like a turtle,
the couches,
a turtle drum, like the couches are all zigzag patterned and all of these things. Like literally, I grew up my entire life going to powwows multiple times a year. It is not a joke. We grew up somewhat Native American. We didn't grow up on the reservation, but we literally grew up with like this pride that we were like Cherokee Indian. Now we got a DNA test, and we don't really know if we're Cherokee Indian, but we did find out we might be black, so let's go. I knew it.
That's funny.
That's so funny. So anyways, our family is actually pretty diverse. It's really like split down the middle at this point of like half of us are Hispanic, half of us are just obviously white. But what's funny is a lot of times when people meet me, they don't they think I'm just white. Like they just think like, oh, she's white from a white family, grew up white. And honestly, I don't remember my mom ever having a white friend. Like ever. I mean, literally the only white people that we hung out with would have been our family, whoever was white. But I actually grew up a lot in like Hispanic culture. My stepmom is Hispanic. She's Costa Rican and Colombian, so her whole family is Hispanic. And so every time I go to Miami, I always end up vibing with people big time because I feel like I have so many like Hispanic people in my life. So why don't you talk about one? What is it like being Hispanic in a white family?
It's different. Very different.
First of all, my Uncle David, her dad, is Hispanic, but and he's like Hispanic, like homemade food wise, like everything, like straight up, right? But obviously my aunt is white. And so it's funny sometimes when I go over there because I'm like, oh, what are we having for dinner? And it's like spaghetti. Like, wait. Shouldn't we be having at least tacos? Like something.
I know.
Like every time I go over there, it's always like not Hispanic.
You come on the bad days.
Yeah. Okay, so what was it like? What was it like? Talk a little bit about that.
I think it's very different because I always grew up around Mexicans and black people because where I'm
where she lives.
Where I stay at.
Yeah. Shout out San Jacinto.
No, don't ever go there. But
the pits.
People out there are very blunt. So they would talk about my mom. And I was very dark because I was an outside kid.
Yeah.
So I got a little tan.
Very tan. Now we go to the beach and they hide from the sun. They're like, oh no, I'm not trying to get tan. I'm over there trying to fry my skin.
I know. It's so funny. But I would say I wouldn't look like my mom. But you never saw my dad because he was at work.
Right.
So I'd be like, oh, I look like my dad.
Right.
And they'd be like, oh, okay right. Whatever. For real.
Pass the vibe check.
Yes. But then I brought my friends around my mom, and my mom was like a neighborhood mom.
Yeah, and still is.
Yes. People call her Mama Love. Shout out.
Really?
Mama
Shout
Love.
out Mama Love. I'm gonna call her that the next time I see her. Yo, what up, Mama Love?
Everybody calls her that. It's kind of funny, but whatever.
And honestly, too, that's how my family grew up. My mom so my grandma, if you met which you guys have seen, Grammy was always like that. She was like the neighborhood mom. Like all of like, you know, our aunts, uncles, or whatever, all their friends would all come over to the house. She would feed all of them and everything. And like our parents didn't grow up wealthy. They actually grew up like pretty poor. But still, every time a kid came into the house, it was like, you're welcome here, eat our food. And that's like kind of been the culture even now to today. It's like whoever wants to come to our family event, they can come. They're welcome. They're one of us.
Yes.
Like it's really, really funny. Our family's just, I don't know. We're really blessed to have a really great family. Really great family. Even with just like crazy backgrounds and life stories that we both have, it's just been lucky to have, I don't know, a really awesome family. So, okay, so what is your or what did you think about when you found out like I was going to become a musician?
I was surprised at first. I wasn't expecting it, like, because you're obviously really good at math.
Right.
So I thought you would be in that
we should
field.
talk about that. Hold on.
No.
Hold on. We're bringing this up. Okay.
Cut it.
Stop the video. Okay, so first of all, Elena and basically her whole family, okay, have struggled in math. I mean, Lou hasn't. Lou's been good, but I've had to help Lou recently as well. But they rely on me for some reason to be the math tutor. And I'm telling you, it's not just their family. My entire life, everyone in our family has been like, oh, you need help with math? Talk to Geena. And I'm like, first of all, last time I didn't even have to take math in college. So, like, I didn't have to take it because I passed all the AP courses. So
Of course.
but anyways, so I like helped our other cousin Whitney. I helped Micah, and they were all in college, and I was in like high school. So then these fools just decided to start taking math in high school or whatever, and they need help. And especially this last year, I have been an unpaid,
But she's very loved in her family.
She's paid in love and affection. I'm like, money speaks. No, I'm just kidding. So I have been helping them with math. Even right now, the reason why she's over at my house right now is because I'm helping her with math because she needs it to graduate. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I got the team on my back. So anyway, so that's why she's saying the math thing, because I actually truly adore math, and I am such a little math nerd. I really, really love it. I don't get to do it in the full entity Marvel status that I would like to do it, but I do really enjoy math to a certain extent when I get to choose it, not when I'm forced to do it. But anyways, that's why she's saying that. Okay, so go on.
So I was surprised in her picking that, but she always loved music, and when she would come over, she would do the guitar and stuff with my dad. So I was really happy too, but it was very surprising to me.
What do you think now that I'm like, I don't know how many years into it, 10 years into it. Now like looking at like the videos that I have and the content that I have and the like songs that you've heard.
It's better. Quality, couple years back.
You didn't like Queen of Hearts?
It was good. Dang. I love that, but
I'm getting smashed.
It upgraded.
I'm offended. Straight up. We're going to talk about this later. Cut it. I will say, no, I genuinely have grown. Like, sometimes I watch, like, videos back, and I'm like, I mean, back then, I thought I was good. Like, and other people thought I was good, too. It wasn't, like, just me thought I was good. Like, other people were like, dang, this girl can sing. But then I, like, watch videos now, like, two years past or whatever, and it's like, dang. Like, it just hits different. It just is way, way different. Okay, so we're going to move on to a part of a show that I like to call Which One is Better? Okay? This is basically where I present two things, and we kind of debate which one we think is better. Yours could be different than mine. Mm-hmm. Mine could be different than yours. But we're gonna see who has the better points as to why that person's better. Okay. So the first one. So Elena is like R&B, hip hop, straight up. That's it. Like pop is like meh. Like, I don't know if you guys saw the video. I'll tag it here. She literally did a Rate My Song with me and told me my EDM song. She's like, no, I hate this. Hate is what she used. Hate is the word she used, okay? So she is straight up, like, R&B, hip-hop. So I wanted to start with, which one is better, Chris Brown or Bryson Tiller?
Wow. I personally love both of them. But music-wise, I think Bryson Tiller.
I had a feeling you were going to go Bryson. You really like Bryson Tiller.
Yes.
Yeah. What do you like about him?
I feel like I could relate to, like, his music. Not, like, his sad songs.
I'm on a love. What do you mean relate? You ain't relating to nothing. No. You better not be relating to any of that.
It's love songs.
Yeah, I stand firm by my point.
And his sad songs.
I want to lick you from
not
your head to your toes.
No, like his sad songs are really sad.
And I like his sad songs?
Yes.
I showed you a sad song, you didn't like it. You only like R&B sad songs. Offended. I'm going to put a stamp and be like, offended. I would probably say I am more of a Chris Brown fan. One, because Chris Brown started when I was, like, in junior high. Mm-hmm. So junior high, Chris Brown came. He was, like, crumping and all this stuff, and it was fire. But what I will say, actually, probably I'll switch. I'll switch to Bryson Tiller because, let's just be honest, Chris Brown a woman beater.
Dang, the shade.
Like, personal. I mean, maybe Bryson Tiller is too. I don't know. Some of his songs get a little like, whoa. But as far as we know, he has not punched anybody in the eye. Poor Riri. Shout out Riri. We stand with you.
Yeah.
So low-key, I'm going to have to go Bryson Tiller on that one. But in terms of work and in terms of music, I would probably go Chris Brown. So... what was the song? And want that lovey-dovey, that kiss. You don't even know you know nothing about that. You don't know anything about Chris Brown in his EDM days. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh my gosh. See, you're just missing out. Okay, here's the last one. TikTok or Instagram?
TikTok.
So why?
It's entertaining.
Yeah, I find it way more entertaining. I think Instagram is like, meh. Like no offense to all my Instagram people out there. I'll stay on it for you, but if in reality, if I was going to put my effort towards something, I'm going to put all my effort towards TikTok. TikTok is amazing. It's so entertaining. Mm-hmm. You never get bored because there's a different trend like every day. Yeah. And you're just like, oh my God, this one's hilarious. Or sometimes there's trends that suck, but most of the time there's a trend that's at least going on that's like super entertaining. Mm-hmm. Like, tell me about the time when, you know what I mean? Tell me your boyfriend has ADHD without telling me your boyfriend has ADHD. My gosh. It's like, what in the world? So it's funny. It's way more entertaining for TikTok. I don't know. And if you're not on TikTok, you're old. You're old. You have an old spirit. You have an old spirit. That's all I have to say about that.
It's sad.
Is there anything left you want to say to the people?
No.
Anyways, that's Living Like a G. I'll see you next week. If you like this video, please like and subscribe or share it. And peace. That's it. Bye.